And welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a really quick and easy roasted tomato soup. I'm a vegetarian, so it's kind of hard for me to find food usually for dinner or something that's really substantial, but tomato soup, I don't know why, it always hits the spot. I think it's a favorite. You can either have it healthy or splurge with it. You can pretty much do anything with it. Add basil. So today I'm going to show you my ingredients. We're going to start with 1 onion chopped, 1 celery chopped, 1 carrot chopped. I roasted 3 tomatoes in my toaster oven actually. I wanted to do it really quickly. I just put it on 450, roasted it for 20 minutes. And I mean, it came out pretty good. I really wanted to do it fast. I didn't want to put it in the oven. I don't have time for that right now. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. I don't want to put it too much, but you can see it came out pretty well. I'm also going to use 2 cups of vegetable broth. You can buy it, or you can as well use chicken stock, but I use vegetable stock just because, again, I'm a vegetarian. 1 can of Hunt's diced basil, garlic, and oregano. Salt, pepper, basil, any other kind of spices that you want to use, you can incorporate that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven on about medium high. I don't want it too high because I don't want to really burn my vegetables. Just a little bit of olive oil or any kind of oil you have. I usually use olive oil, but I ran out. I'm going to add the onion, celery, carrot, and I'm just going to saute it really, really easily. Just lightly, because once you boil it, it's going to cook anyway. You just want to get that flavor out of them. And then after that, I'm actually going to blend the whole soup in my blender, which is why I actually already have it out. This soon, New Year's resolution, so now we just wait. Hey guys, welcome back. So after I finish sauteing my vegetables for around 3 minutes or so, I'm going to add in my roasted tomatoes. The reason I don't add in my roasted tomatoes while I'm sauteing the carrots and the celery and the onion is because it won't end up sauteing. You won't get that flavor of the vegetables like you want. Because the tomatoes are extra juicy. You know, they're going to just boil in tomato juice, and that's not what we want. We really want a flavorful soup. And it smells absolutely delicious. So I've actually already added in my roasted tomatoes. I'm just going to let those kind of mellow in with the vegetables for about a minute or so. And once that's nice and mixed together, I'm going to add in my 1 can of Hunt's diced tomato soup. This is actually the basil, garlic, and oregano one. I just really like the ones that already come with the herbs in it. I just feel like it's a lot faster. It's just a lot more flavorful. Sometimes you get tomato soups and they just taste like ketchup, and we don't want to eat warm ketchup. We want to eat a flavorful, delicious tomato soup. So I'm going to go in and add that. Okay. Mix it around really well. And I'm actually going to let that simmer up a little before I add the vegetable broth. The reason I do that is because I really want the flavors of the herbs and the tomatoes to just be brought out, to just really be flavorful and just vibrant in this tomato soup. Sometimes tomato soup can be bland, and we want to make it flavorful. And it'll happen really fast because you're already having your stove on about medium-high, so it's really going to cook pretty fast. That's why I love this soup. I could be home on break from, for lunch or something, and I really like homemade food. I don't like to eat out. I don't think it's healthy. You know, they don't know, you know, what to put a lot of the times. They don't know what you like. They don't know if you're on a low sodium diet, low fat. And even when you ask for those kind of stuff, you really don't know what they're putting in your food. You're not there. You're not watching them cook. So I always choose to make homemade. Even when I have a little bit of time in between work and class, I just always find myself making dishes that are quick and easy and healthy, and I know what's in them, and I know what's going into your body. So this is kind of simmering up a little bit. It probably needs about, I would say, another 30 seconds. So my soup is already simmering. I'm just going to add in the vegetable broth now. If you have chicken broth, again, you can use that. And I'm just going to let it really come up to a really rapid boil. That smells so delicious. So I usually buy tomatoes from, you know, your local supermarket, something like that. But I just feel like they're not as flavorful or delicious or, I don't know, nutritious as when you really make them yourself. And so a couple of years ago, I decided I was going to start a garden in my backyard. And it was probably one of the best things I have ever done in my life. My tomatoes taste amazing. I have green peppers, cucumbers, corn. I mean, I just ended up planting everything. But I'm from Romania, and one of the things I noticed when I moved to America was that the tomatoes just never tasted the same. And in Romania, in the summer, one of our main snacks is feta cheese, warm, flaky bread, and tomatoes. And so when I came here, and in the summer, you know, I'm used to eating that kind of stuff, I just found that the tomatoes really didn't have a flavor. They were very bland, tasteless. And so I wanted to do something that was cost effective and that I would get my tomatoes back. So that's what I did. And if you don't have time, or if you don't really have a place for your garden, just buy one of those tomatoes and you just hang it on the ceiling and it drops down, and you actually grow the tomatoes near a window, in your kitchen, I mean anywhere. I understand some people live in apartments, you know, you don't have that space. You can still have that delicious food. You can still live healthy, and you can still get all the nutrition from your vegetables by growing it in your house. So that's what I did. Okay, so the soup is gonna take a while to boil. I would probably boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes, just to really get, again, the flavor out. And I use flavor a lot, but flavor is really important to me. In my culture, we use spices and tons of, you know, condiments to really give our food flavor. So we don't just, you know, kind of steam vegetables and then that's it. We really try to flavor it up with sauces and garlic and spices and just give it a little kick. So I'm going to let this boil for about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so we're back. My soup is at a rolling boil right now. I mean, I'm so ready to eat this. It smells so good. I wish you guys were here with me. I actually love cooking for my friends more than I love cooking for myself. So I'm just going to shut it off and take it off of that hot burner. We don't want it popping up and burning yourself. So I'm going to get a ladle, some of the soup into my blender. This is my favorite part. I really love pureed soups. Sometimes when I'm sick, I'll just boil up a bunch of vegetables, in just regular plain water, add in some spices, and I'll just blend it, and I'll make cream of vegetable soup. It's actually my favorite. And I always put potatoes so that it gets really nice and thick and broth. Okay. I'm just going to ladle the whole soup in actually because, I mean, what else am I going to do with the rest? This is also a really great base for other soups. I mean, I have a great tomato vegetable base right now. I could add in chicken, you know, or you could add in chicken. I wouldn't add in chicken, but you could add in chicken, you could add in beef, I mean, you could add in beans. Beans would be amazing in this. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to blend it up now. I feel like I'm getting sick, so this soup is actually really good for that. Okay. Okay. It's going to be really noisy. This looks so good. And I'll show you my favorite part about this whole soup. Okay. So I'm going to remove it from my ladle. Pour it into my bowl. I usually clean up at the same time I'm cooking. Just because I don't like cooking and then eating when my whole kitchen's a mess. It really stresses me out. Okay. Really nice, thick soup. I know that's a big bowl, but in actuality, I haven't really eaten all day. Okay. Next, I take some cheese and garlic croutons and I pour them over the top. Okay. Some sharp cheddar cheese. Sometimes you use mozzarella, but today I really feel like cheddar cheese. Okay. You can also use low fat if you're watching your weight. And then I sprinkle just a little bit of dried basil on it. Usually I would use really fresh basil, but I kind of ran out. Okay, my soup is done. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I mean, it really is delicious. Let's see if I can get kind of the lighting. No. Well, I'll post a picture so you guys can see it. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. I'm actually going to try it right now and tell you guys. I know that once you guys make this, you will love it. So healthy, so good, so delicious. You're going to absolutely fall in love with this soup. Also, if you guys want to omit, the carrots and the celery, just use the onion and garlic to this, and don't put as much, maybe just 1 cup of the vegetable broth. Blend it up, and you have a delicious sauce for your pasta. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Next week I'll be back making something else, something new, and something delicious. Thank you for watching.